Hi friends, it's Lady Chan here. I am back with another reaction. Today is going to be from a request by Kevin Killam. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. It really does go a long way. This one is going to be by Mesus, if I'm saying that right. The song is Freepression. I've never heard of this person before. I've never heard this song. I don't even know what genre this is. So this is gonna be a first time listen. I've got the lyrics pulled up here. Let's get straight into it.
I got a statement to make in the direction of depression. So depression, if you wouldn't mind stopping what you're doing in my mind for a second, I have something I need to mention. Cause see, I'm getting...
Okay, I'm ready.
What you're doing in my mind for a second, I have something I need to mention. Cause see, I'm getting really tired of your suggestions of stepping off a bridge to my death or into an intersection of a street at noon. Or your 3 a.m. wake-up calls pressing on my chest since my adolescence, stressing my lungs in your hands, choking the past that I'm breathing through. See, if you think depression means someone is weak, you better think again. Listen, friend, living with depression is when you keep waking up wishing you didn't. Then using all of your strength within to lift that 2,000-pound bed sheet off you, when in reality it's paper thin.
Okay, I have to say, so first things first, I grew up going to, underground cafes, spoken word poetry, like those kind of, slam poetry, all that kind of stuff. Like that was my jam when I was younger. So this sound I'm very familiar with, and I really, really love this. This kind of flow is something I can really get into. I grew up with a lot of friends from like New York and Puerto Rico, and they were great freestyle rappers. And there's something about growing up in New York or just anywhere up in the north, I don't know what it was, but they'd sit there and they'd have the notepad just like he did, and they'd go and they'd write this flow, and it'd be pages long, and they were just straight poets, just natural born poets. This Mesus guy is seriously like giving poetry.
Then to lift that 2,000-pound bed sheet off you, when in reality it's paper thin. Another day begins by looking in the mirror, unclear of when or if those thoughts you hear to end. It all will ever end, but there's no time for that. You're running late again, so rinse your face off then. Put your car in gear, and here we go off into the real world, where it's time to pretend. Yup, time to put that plastic smile on again, and pray to God for the strength to pour.
I like that he said just to put that plastic smile again, and he's got the sad face and the happy face upside down.
Yup, time to put that plastic smile on again, and pray to God for the strength to pour into your friends, so hopefully they won't see you falling apart within. Because how could someone who needs help possibly be helping them? That's the deception.
I know I keep stopping and we're only a minute in, but I just have to say, and I'll stop for a minute, I swear, but like he said, pray to God for the strength to pour into your friends, so hopefully they won't see you falling apart within. Because how could somebody who needs help possibly be helping them? And I know this is something that you guys have had the same exact thought more than once, probably throughout the week, probably throughout the last month. I know I have. I have a really hard time pouring into my friends. I don't tell anybody about what's going on with me. I internalize everything. And that's something I'm actively working on in therapy, but it doesn't happen overnight, guys. We just have to keep working at the things that we want to fix with ourselves, and it just takes time.
Friends, so hopefully they won't see you falling apart within. Because how could someone who needs help possibly be helping them? That's the deception, and it works so well that the perception is I'm living in heaven, when the truth is every breath in hurts like hell. So hello, my name's Charles Cosetti, and I hope you're ready, cause I can't do this on my own anymore. So I'm asking for your help with holding something heavy, cause I don't want to live anymore. I don't. And yes, I'm a Christian man and understand that maybe I shouldn't swear, but where my mind is at right now, I swear I don't care. I just don't. So forgive me if this is R-rated, but all days are scarred and jaded, and I'm so far from saving that I'm literally saying R, referring to the thoughts bombarding my brain. Man, it's like this. I'm in a relationship with self-hatred, it's sick, and I wish I could explain the twistedness of my heart and my soul screaming live, but still being drowned out by one little whisper in my mind. Yeah, quit like your father did. You're done, son, another rerun. I'm your fate too, boy. I'ma break you and take you from your family like I did him, and that'll make two. But today you're gonna listen. I'm sick of your lies no more. When you say no one would miss me when I die, I'm sure the pain of living inside this war is way less than quitting with my family left crying at the morgue. So the war's on and I am no longer concealing you, and I am no longer healing you with a mask and vast array of legal drugs the gov's dealing that I take just to deal with you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
I was not prepared for this today. Wow. With a mask and vast array of legal drugs the gov's dealing that I take just to deal with you.
Real with you, and what people do or say to me is cool, but I can no longer not speak on you. So judge all you want, but I can't budge, I'm stuck. Wheels in my head are spinning in a rut. Have to rut until my motor blows up, or I run out of gas and all the progress I made from the past takes 10 steps back fast. Matter of fact, I've conditioned my mental condition to the point that thinking optimistic is the opposite direction. So how about this, depression, just between me and you, after all the deception that you had me believe was true.
Okay, there's like never a good time to pause this. I'll go back, but I just have to point out that bar that he did. Wheels in my head are spinning in a rut after rut after rut until my motor blows up or I run out of gas. I mean, you guys. The poetry, the power.
And all the rejection I received from you, and all the blessings I overlooked, cause all I seen was you, and all the questions of my value, and doubting my dreams coming true. All the antidepressants until all I eat, sleep, and breathe is you, that all I'd ever feel is you. But no, I ain't feeling you. You're the reason my beliefs are skewed, and why I listen to misconceptions that all I'll ever be is you. But I'm a child of the king, so I'll be damned if I kneel to you. Right now I'm changing everything. This my stand for a destiny that's new, a destiny that's true, not the destiny that you say it will be. Truth is, there is way too many people praying for me, night and day on their knees, for your lies to ever have their way with me. So today it's we, not just me, but we will all agree to be everything that we were meant to be, everything that we would dream when we were free. In kindergarten as a kid, my heart could clearly see sufficient provision for every need in all the world, and all were cured of every disease. Irony is, depression keeps setting in its pessimism like a disease, and now it's killing me. Or at least it used to be. Choosing these chains of slavery, claiming these mistakes that I've made define me, when in all actuality, they really just refine me. Finally, I see the light. Finally, I see what's right. Not I, but we need to fight to finally feel what freedom.
You know what this reminds me of? Not like him in particular, but this flow, this style, what it kind of shoots me back to was like old school, like Joe Budden, like old school J. Cole. And I'm not talking J. Cole like whatever the industry's done to him now, but if you guys listen to J. Cole back in the day, he used to have kind of a flow like this and like this style or whatever. But this Mesus guy is so unique. There's something about his like, I don't know, the way he uses these words as like straight truth bombs and weapons. Like it's so powerful. And he said he's a child of the king. He said he's a Christian. Like I can feel that in his message. And there's a pain that comes with, you know, this kind of, I just don't even know what to describe it as, but I'm loving this message.
Finally, I see what's right. Not I, but we need to fight to finally feel what freedom's like. Cause freedom's like a fairy tale for those who know depression, and there's no question, I know it very well. Even though you could barely tell, for those who don't, picture being buried in hell, and you can barely inhale. And any air that you inhale, you guard with your life like a letter of mail when you're in jail. Cause that's where you are. Except these bars don't have to stay locked. You don't have to do a life sentence. There's a way out, and that way already died for you. And for you call me preachy, please see, I'm not holding the Bible, dude. I'm just holding to what I know is true, and you can too. Please don't see me as the exception. I'm just a messenger that you can be free of depression. All you need is the key, and the key that freed me can free all. All you need is belief, and you will find Freepression.
I am seriously so, like, taken aback. Like, that was music, guys. That was art. And I don't know, maybe I'm biased because, again, I grew up around people being able to freestyle like this, and people writing, you know, kids I was in class with or people I hung out with, they'd have, you know, notes, just notes and notes and notes in their phone or in their little notepad in their backpack, and it was just pages and pages of words like this and flow like this, and like, I don't even know where you learn that, but it's beautiful and it's strong and it's unmatched, and none of it, like, where's the lies? This guy clearly, you know, he had the cuts on his hand, you know, he was drinking, he was, you know, showing like emotion and like that he was distressed and crying, and so many people can relate to that. And the powerful part of this is that he's not just like, this is not just who I am. I have this, you know, he said, for those who know depression, there is no question, I know it very well, even though you can barely tell. For those who don't. And, you know, I've been told by some people I think of as friends and people I've grown up around, like a couple of them have been like, you know, I don't know what that feels like. I don't know anxiety, I don't know panic disorder, I don't know depression, but I can tell that it bears a heavy weight with you, and I'm here for you to help you unload that. And as an adult, it's gotten a lot harder for me to share that with people and unload it, because there's something in the back of my head that says, keep it to yourself, like, there's no need to share that burden. But it's not that, right? Like, I'm learning, and I'm sure some of you are also learning with an experience of being around people, that when people say that, 9 times out of 10 they actually mean it, and they do want to try to help. And sometimes talking does help, seriously. Like, and then he says, you know, don't see me as the exception, I'm just a messenger that you can be free of depression. All you need is the key, and the key that freed me can free all. All you need is belief, and you will find freepression. This freepression concept is amazing, and where do I get that t-shirt? Because what a great message. You can be free of depression. And I, as somebody who's had chemical imbalance, a clinically diagnosed depression, I have now had that chemical imbalance more or less treated, and I feel a different kind of depression. It's more acute, it's more situational, but most people don't find their way to that, and it really is just a wholesome, entire out-of-body, inside-of-body experience, and it's hard to let people in. It's hard to share that with people, and it's okay. You'll find your way out, but you have to be ready to fight. You have to tell yourself that you can fight it, because you can. You know, people like this are spreading this message so that you know you're not alone. So I know I'm not alone, and you guys aren't. You know, there's resources, there's people, everyone, you know, at least with you guys, like, I feel that community here. So I appreciate you guys joining me for this one. Kevin, thank you for the suggestion because this was crazy. I can't wait to get into more. I know you sent me a whole list of Mesus, and I'm just going to go straight down the list. So this was a great place to start. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.